Hello, hello, how are you? Are we in focus? Yes, we are. Hi, how are you? I am back again, and today I want to do a quick video about a new Chanel bag that I own. I got this for such a mega bargain price. Like, I am still shaken. It is for a reason, but I want to show it to you, and I think it's really cool, and I just thought I would share it with you because, you know, why not? Doing handbag videos is like my favorite thing, so I figured it would be a fun video. Anyway, I got this bag surprisingly on eBay. I don't know, sometimes I like to look on eBay for bags, and I'm often looking for like interesting bags. Do you know what I mean? Like bags that are a little bit battered, bags that might need repair, bags that are quite vintage, like unusual bags. I feel like if I look for a classic Chanel bag, like a classic boy, or not that a boy is a classic technically, but like if I look for a classic flap, or if I look for, I don't know, a wallet on a chain, I think that's when you tend to find the fakes. Whereas when you look for quite obscure, more seasonal bags or super vintage ones, that's when you tend to find the real ones. Of course, you can always get caught out, but I do think you've got more of a chance if you're looking for something which is just a little bit worn, and yeah, I don't know. So sometimes I like to have a look just for fun. And the other week I was having a look just for fun, and I found a bit of a corker, and I thought I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I'm gonna see what happens. And then yeah, I did some last minute bidding, and I am the winner. Guess how much I paid? Actually no, I'm gonna tell you in a second after I've shown you the bag. So yeah, let's go make our way over to my wardrobe and I'll show you. So we're just coming through here. Here's my wardrobe. The floor is very messy because this is where Mary can get to. And then the shelves are actually quite nice and tidy. Although I do need to ram all the bags in a little bit closer because I have more bags that I can't fit in here, quite frankly. So I need to, I don't know, maybe move the shoes. I'm not sure. I have to be careful. Right now, I'm storing some of my bags on a shelf in Mary's room, like a shelf that she can't get to. Because, yeah, otherwise she literally, I've caught her putting my GST in her mouth. I've caught her with my Gucci bag, like banging it on the floor. Girl's got to be careful. Anyway, here is my bag. It's actually hanging on the back of the door because it's quite a big bag. The good thing actually about it being on the back of the door is you can see how big it is. Now it is kind of battered, but I am like 100% sure it is authentic, and I will show you why I think it is authentic. But yeah, I was basically looking for kind of like quite a scruffy bag. The big trend for 2023 is wearing designer bags, which are a bit scruffier. I've actually been a big fan of this look for a while. Hello. Yeah, I really like it. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of like the Hermes Birkin unless you wear it scruffy bags. Basically Olsen twin style. Although, let's be honest, those girls are so beautiful, we can't compete. But I do think that like a Birkin bag looks really good, quite trashed, in the same way that Jane Birkin wears it, the Olsen twin wears it. I think I saw Julia Fox has a trashed one. Lady Gaga obviously has her one, which she let all her Japanese fan like sign, which was so cute. So that's how I like a Birkin, used, scruffy. So I was kind of looking for a bit of a scruffy Chanel bag. And this is what I found. So I'm going to take out all the padding so that you can see what's going on. But this is basically the bag. It's like a Saki hobo-y tote. It's got the Chanel C's stitched in the middle. It's actually made of vinyl. So it's kind of battered, but it's not gonna like wear like a leather bag would. It's gonna kind of more flake, but I still think it's cool and battered. It's got a big metal Chanel logo hanging from it here, which I thought, do you know what, if the bag ever gets so battered, I could probably put that on a chain or on a belt and it would look pretty cool. But yeah, it's got the chain handle. It's yeah, made of vinyl. It's, what's it called? I looked it up, and it's oh, it's from about 2010, 2012. Kate Moss had one. She looked pretty cool in it. It's like called like the Coco Kaboon or something, I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Oh my god, I haven't told you how much I paid for it. I paid £210 for it. Is that not major? Like, I'm so pumped. Also, I had a look at what other things the girl was selling, and she was selling like other designer items. She was obviously having clear out. She was selling a Kate Spade bag, another vintage Chanel bag. She was selling a Victoria Beckham bag. She was selling, what else was she selling? She was selling nice stuff. I think she may have had some Max Mara. She had some good brands, and like, she had clearly used it. Oh, she had a Chanel bracelet. She had other stuff. And I just was like, you're genuinely clearing out your closet. You're not selling fakes. Do you know what I mean? And like, oh my god. Okay, don't judge me. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed I'm admitting this. But oh my god, don't tell anybody. Thank god my YouTube channel is not heavily watched. Okay, so when the bag came, she was really nice. We had nice chats over eBay DME thingy, whatever you call it. Anyway, she was super nice, but when she sent it, she put her return address on. I may have Googled where she lives. I can tell you, that is not an address where you would expect to find fakes. You know what I'm saying? She lived in a fancy old pad in a fancy old part of town. Just saying. God, I'm so mean, aren't I? I shouldn't have looked, but I couldn't resist. Anyway, it was all part of the authenticity process. Okay, so here is the bag. It's made of vinyl. Kate Moss had one. It's got this big Chanel logo here. It's got the chain strap here. I just thought it was cool. It's made of vinyl, so it isn't going to wear that well. But I was kind of looking for quite a bashed, like, shabby Chanel bag that I could just like throw a load of stuff on, like throw a load of stuff in and throw over my shoulder. On the inside, it's got this style of Chanel lining. It's got this bit which some of the other bags have, like my GST have that. It says Chanel in the clasp there. It's got Chanel made in France here on leather. What else has it got? It's got the serial number down here. I'm not going to show you the full number because you should never show your Chanel serial number. Even when you're selling it, you should be very careful because that is how people copy the serial numbers. On the inside of the little, this bit, do you know what I mean? Oh my god, what? On the inside of the little inside pocket, there is more Chanel lining. And she actually, I hadn't noticed this before actually, she's actually put in some little bit of authenticity, not the authenticity card, but just literally like some information about the bag, which is really cool. Yeah, so that's really nice, and that's a nice little extra bit of like, I don't know, provenance, as they say. Let me show you the back of the bag. It's, again, the corners are quite worn. I might try and give it a polish, but because it's vinyl, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't want to use like a leather cream or a painted leather cream, but you can see that like where it has had heavier wear, the vinyl has flaked off a bit, but at the same time, I just think it's a cool bag. Oh, sorry, one more thing. It came with a dust bag. But yeah, I just kind of wanted like quite a big old trashed trash Chanel bag. I just think they're quite cool. Like, I don't know, it's quite nice because it's quite lightweight because it's not made of leather. So you can wear it like, I don't know, you can just wear it with anything. I can put Mary's nappies in, do you know what I mean? It's already trashed. I don't have to worry about it. I think it's pretty cute. I like the fact that it kind of fits into that look at my designer bag that's trash trend. I think it's quite a cool trend. As somebody who's like a little bit grunge in their old age, I quite like that whole like old punk feel, do you know what I mean? Not that I was ever punk, but I like that kind of like, I'm still a bit of a dirty grunger, but I'm also like bougie, you know? And I quite like that because I am a bit of an old grunger, you know? My favourite band in the world is Hole, you know? I used to love a festival. I'm too old now. I can't go for like 3 days without a shower. But I've been to my fair share of gigs, festivals. I even went on the Weezer cruise, you know? I love Hole, I love Pulp, I love Suede, I love that shit. And yeah, but I also love designer stuff. And I kind of like it when it's like battered because it's like, oh yeah, I'm still old. I'm just bougie, you know? So this is my bag. I'm really pleased with it. I wouldn't have spent huge amounts on it because it is vinyl. It is a bit trashed, but it is authentic. It's cool. And yeah, I think £210 was a steal. I'm pretty sure if I ever got bored of it, I could probably resell it for a similar amount. I don't think I will. I'm going to use it just for like kicking around. It'll be good for like, I don't know, just going places. I quite like the fact that the branding's like not too obscene. Like I don't think you notice it instantly like with some of the other Chanel bags that I've got. But yeah, I can just put Mary's stuff in. I can put jumpers in. I can take it anywhere and like not worry. And I think it's cool. So yeah, that is my new bag. And yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I think it's just really cool and shabby and a little bit Y2K vibes. And yeah, it's authentic, which is incredible. So yeah, that is my video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like it. Yeah, I don't generally buy much off eBay, and I do normally advise you to only buy it from the guaranteed authentic section of eBay. But once in a while, I make an exception when I know it's real. And also, by the way, oh my God, we need to talk. So if you do ever think to yourself, I think this is real, but I'm just like, I'm nervous. Basically what happens is if you buy a designer item on eBay, you think it's real, but you know, obviously it is hard to tell until you get the item. Basically what happens is you can get the item, you can check it over, you could even pay somebody to authenticate it for you. But if you are like, do you know what, I'm not sure this is real, what you can do is you can actually, even if the person doesn't accept returns officially, you can contest that it's not an authentic item, and you can say, I don't think this is authentic. You don't have to prove it, you just have to say, I don't think it's authentic, and they have to return the item. So if you do ever buy an item on eBay that like you think is authentic, but then you get it and you're like, actually, I'm not sure, you can return it even if the person doesn't accept returns. Just raise a case and say that you think it's a counterfeit item, and they will have to accept it as a return. And I thought that is interesting information. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you like my bag. Or what do you think of, I don't know, kind of trashed designer bags as a trend? I'm into it. Do you know what I mean? I am into it. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. I think when people are like, you know, worried about their heating, I think it's a really cool, fun way of people like buying designer bags that are a bit trashed and enjoying kind of the luxury and enjoying the fact that like they're well made and they wear well and you can polish the leather, but like without it being like pristine. Like I'm always a fan of like not babying my handbags, and I think this is a really fun way of like having a luxury item that is a bit trashed and you don't have to baby, and you can just enjoy it, you know, and just give it more love and give it more wear and like be a bit cooler and rock and roll when you rock that item. So yeah, that's my video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.